Hi, these comments are for OS, and this is Michael from BetterTOEFLScores.com. I'm getting ready to read and score a writing practice test that you sent me. I have the actual IBT rubrics here. I have what you wrote right here. So the question here is, some people like to do only what they already do well. Other people prefer to try new things and take risks. So which do you prefer? Use specific reasons and examples to support your choice. Okay, so when I read the essay, I thought of a song by Tim McGraw, a country song. It's called I Like It, I Love It, I Want Some More of It. And that's how I feel after reading this essay. I like what you did with it. And in particular, I like the details that you're providing in those body paragraphs. I think that they really work to support the argument you're trying to make. There's a lot of specificity going on in your writing. You made things very, very specific. Use concrete, not abstract details. Now we're talking about a very high score, right? Now there's a few corrections I'm going to make here. I know I've already done all your corrections, but I'm going to help you out on this one. When I look at the rubrics, I'm thinking you're probably between 4.5 and 5. So I'm going to put you at 25 to 27 points on it. The one thing that might knock it down into the 4 area is it will probably have occasional noticeable minor errors in structure, word form, or use of idiomatic language that do not interfere in meaning. So that's one of the issues. Now another thing I want to take a look at. Okay, what does Microsoft Word say? What does it think about it? So you got a 96% score on the grammar. Let's take a look at the document stats. Okay, you're making progress. Let's take a look. So words per sentence is 25.5. That's a strong number. That's where I told you to get. Right? So you're right there. Your characters per word is 4.7. Right? So your grade level here is, it's beyond high school. You're 12.4 now. So you could still work a little bit on the characters per word. Try to get that number from 4.7 to 5. And one way to do it without really adding any longer words is try to find opportunities to tighten up your sentence constructions so you use fewer determiners, prepositions, and auxiliary verbs. All right, let's take a look at it. So I said 25 to 27 points. Currently, people have an abundance of options to choose their careers and hobbies. Hence, many like stability and routine, so they feel uncomfortable when changing their lives. See, this is a comma splice. You can put either a semicolon or a period here. I'm put a period. On the other hand, others never stop exploring new things. You don't need a comma here and are not afraid of taking their chances. Although some prefer to do things that they already have experience with, I'm in favor of taking risks and expanding my horizons because I can find new interest. And I'm going to put the interest and the talents kind of like this. So we don't think that there's 3 points that you are writing about. You're only focusing around 2 different body paragraphs here. So then we can get rid of this idea. So I can find new interests, talents, and become more successful in my career. Right? To begin with, when trying new things, people can find new hobbies and discover their talents. For that reason, I believe, and this is how you get rid of a one. Look at the word believe, or I. I is only one character. Watch this. I'm getting rid of all those words. For that reason, people should be open to broadening their area of interest. For example, my aunt began to paint. Now, once I read this, I got very, very excited. I mean excited. Notice the example. What I like about it is it goes on for Make sure I'm looking at this correctly. Yeah, it's 123 words. One example is 123 words. YouTubers, are you seeing this? This is why I say I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. Exactly. My aunt began to paint when she was 50 years old because she found this activity relaxing. First, she started to paint pictures of beautiful nature views, and later, when mastering her skills, she tried drawing portraits of her family and friends, and no need to put a comma there, and gifting them as birthday presents. Then she made a variety of handmade wooden plates, bowls, and trays painted with different flower patterns that gained a lot of popularity in her community. See, that's concrete. A lot of things, wooden plates, you said beautiful nature views, portraits of family. I like the use of the concrete language in there to really, to not just detail it, but to detail it in a very telling way. Looking at my aunt's artwork, and I like your sentence variety here, using that present participle as to precede the subject. I'm absolutely impressed with how gifted she is. And this is where we need to stop. I'm going to put a semicolon. Watch this closely. I put a semicolon after is. Thus, by learning and trying new activities, my aunt is developing her creativity. And you want to say here, generating. Because I see the word is developing and is generating. So I'm keeping the two verbs parallel. You're basically using the present progressive verb tense. So the more things she tries, the more new projects she puts on her list. All right, secondly, by trying new things, people can become more successful in their careers. For instance, my sister had a successful career as a chemist at a scientific lab. However, what if we do this so we don't, this is another comma splice, right? But what if you do this and say, but, and then say, but a few years ago, she began to show interest in software development. Thus, she made a decision to completely change her area of expertise and went to study, I'm going to put at an IT school. After graduation, my little sister got a job in a worldwide famous IT company, so while working on her projects, she regularly travels and meets new people. Moreover, my sister quickly learned and gained valuable experience. The same problem. So in this case, if you want, we can put either a semicolon, we can put a period, or we can even put the word so in there, but let's put the period here and end the sentence. Therefore, after completing several projects, she was promoted to, I'm going to put a higher position. Most importantly, my sister is happy, lives her life to the fullest, and doesn't fear to fail when starting a new career. There you go. You could probably, if I gave you a suggestion, because we need to go to the 30. Do you believe that you can get 30 out of 30 points? I believe this. Right? You need to solve the problems with comma splices, right? What are comma splices? And connected to that is you don't understand the difference between three kinds of words. We have subordinating conjunctions, we have coordinating conjunctions, and we have transition words. And these different types of connecting words have different punctuation patterns, right? So that's what you need to get more competent in. So I want you to go over to my online course, it's 7-Step System to Pass the TOEFL IBT. I want you to go to writing lesson number 8. It says how to make your writing and speaking more coherent. Now in that lesson, I will show you the punctuation patterns of these three kinds of connecting words. You got to get a handle on that. And I will even like your writing even more. Right? So let's keep going. Says, thus, she made a decision to completely change her area of expertise. After graduation, my little sister got a job in a worldwide famous IT company, so while working on a project, she regularly travels and meets new people. Moreover, my sister quickly learned and gained valuable experience. Therefore, after completing several projects, she was promoted to a higher position. Right? We got that. Okay, let's go to the last part here. To sum up, in my view, people should never stop learning in order to expand their knowledge and get new skills because it would allow them to discover new interests and talents as well as succeed in their jobs. And let me look at, are you talking about hypothetically in the beginning here, people have no, they feel uncomfortable, although some prefer, I'm in favor of, I can find new. No, you're using more of not as much hypothetical, so I'm going to change this to it will allow them. I'm going to make that slight change there. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so I just corrected it. So the main thing is I think there's still some problems here that are going to bring the writing down a little bit when it comes to your sentence structure, minor errors in structure, particularly punctuation. And you're not sure sometimes when one sentence ends and a new one begins, and you're not sure what types of words maybe you can use a semicolon before them. What types of words should you put a comma before? And that's why I recommended that one lesson, so you can get a better mastery of that area. So to sum things up, I'm going to give you a score of 25 to 27 points on this practice test.